Our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's the setting for the Magic. Great size and versatility. Franz Wagner can give you a little bit of everything, and he's ready to get it going as they get ready for action in Capital One Arena. Magic Wizards is next, right after this. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for Paolo Banchero?
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Joseph in at point guard. And for Washington, we've got Jordan Poole, Marcus Smart out there with Sarr, and it's Champagnie at the 4. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down low. Here's Sarr. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
And he makes the first. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Joseph. Pass to Wagner. A little mid-range shot is up. And he buries his first look.
What concentration. Wagner just keeping his balance on the way up.
To the right side. It's Poole on the wing. His last outing, he had 20. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Carrington, no good. Here's Orlando. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards. Came out with a victory.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And the Wizards with possession here, following the bucket by the Magic. Banchero outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
B.A., they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Wizards. They trail by 3. Pass to Carrington. Back to Poole. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Poole cashing in from the shallow end.
The Magic have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And Carroll left side. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now it's time to check the rookie leaderboard and see which first-year players are leading their class in assists. The 4th spot held by Alex Sarr.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Carrington. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Joseph. It's deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Washington again can't hit. The Magic have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Caldwell Pope with it. Carter inside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Poole from long range. Drains the triple. Poole's got 5 now.
When he has a chance to set up like that, Poole is one of the game's better shooters.
Back to Wagner. It's blocked. Second chance effort. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Free throw good, Wagner. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Back to Banchero. Three-pointer. Carter controls the rebound and the putback.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Sarr. Now here's Poole. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Banchero. Here's Carter, defended by Smart. From 7, and Carter with the finish. Carter's got 6 points.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keith. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Champagnie. So it's Washington now. 9-point game. Here's Sarr. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Off target from outside. And the Magic with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. And Banchero no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Holmes. 9 points for him in his last game. It's Poole to drive. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Banchero. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
George, he's checked in for Washington.
Shooting 1.
Free throw drops for Banchero.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
George outside. Back to Poole. Pass to Carrington. And here's George. Poole right side. Here's Carrington. Sends it home from three-point land. Carrington's got 5 points.
Poole becoming a better distributor of the basketball, so finding those chances and trying to get guys better looks, that's part of his game.
Well, whenever Jordan Poole is out there, Brent, you expect some highlight reel moments.
Well, there's no doubt that Jordan Poole's the kind of player that's going to take some chances. Sometimes it doesn't go so well, but when the times pay off, B.A., it is spectacular.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Washington. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Orlando leading by 9. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And Holmes pulls it down.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Poole finds Holmes. Poole outside. Tries a 10-footer. And another basket for Washington.
And Poole knocks that one down without worry.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Here's Wagner following the bucket by the Wizards. Isaac outside. Picked by Carter. Isaac with it. And it's Holmes picking him up. And there it is for him. And the Magic lead by 7.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Poole. Bay outside. Now here's Poole. Here's the 3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Good work there as it goes.
The times that they would pass on the mid-range, now he's settling in.
Outside, Caldwell Pope beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, he had 20. Hey, good.
Strong response there by Bay, upping the competitive nature here a little.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. And here's Wagner, defended by Smart. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Holmes. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Isaac. Give him 8 points now.
And a quality find there by Isaac. It's really nice to see a big guy watching the floor for opportunities like that.
On the wing, Bay. Isaac covering. Holmes, a screen on Isaac. Bay from long range. Here's Holmes. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Isaac, the pass to Wagner. No good from outside. The Wizards trail by 9. Here's Carrington. Pass to Bay. Shots blocked.
Well, Wagner has the length, but that block was more about effort and timing.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Carter. Hits the jump hook. Carter's got 10 points in the game.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
We've got George. Johnson is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Richaun Holmes. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
What a show of strength by Holmes, going up hard and jamming it in.
Orlando leading by 7. Here's Houston. Here's Banchero. Paolo strong.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
George, good.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
To the middle. Here's Houston, and it's Orlando with another.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Johnson against Anthony. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Here's Holmes. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And he recovers it. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And he drops it first. It's both from the stripe. Washington with the ball. They trail by 11. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Yeah, they eke that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
We talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
And Caro delivers inside.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Brogdon, the pass to George. There's a screen. Picked by Holmes. Pass to Johnson. Shot on the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
There's the drive. Shot's good by Black. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
DC family, it's t-shirt time. Make some noise if you want a t-shirt. DC family, look out. Free t-shirts coming at you right now. If you want a t-shirt and you know you do, make some noise.
And how about a look at the top shot blocking teams in the NBA this season? Orlando, third.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. George outside. Picked by Holmes. To the paint. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Holmes has got 6 here in the quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Natase with a screen to the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Brogdon. Picked by Holmes. From deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The Wizards trail by 11. Back to Johnson. Now here's Holmes. He's covered closely. George, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Offensive rebound. Here's Banchero. Oh, amazing sequence. Banchero.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Brogdon, the pass to George. They set a pick. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
The Wizards making a switch here. Bay's checked in. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Joseph comes in for Anthony. Pass to Joseph. And here's Banchero. Off target with the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Inside. George with it. Guarded by Banchero. Clock at 6. To the inside. Stolen by Carter. From the arc. And Holmes pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bay. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Black. The kick out to Banchero. Buries it from 3. Banchero's got 19 points.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Bay. Off target at the rim.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Back to Joseph. The 3 is up. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now. Bay passes to Johnson. Now here's Brogdon. There's a screen by Johnson. And there's Brogdon with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Brogdon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Joseph. He's covered by Bay. Johnson against Banchero. Over Johnson, and Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside Brogdon. And the 3 off target.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Black passes to Banchero. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Outside Brogdon. Bay outside. Knocked away. Holmes, a screen on Banchero. Here's Bay. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Wizards trail by 19. Outside Johnson. Back to Brogdon. Let's go with a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Joseph. And Carroll with a screen on Johnson. Joseph passes to Black. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Carter. Here's Joseph. And the three-pointer goes.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Bay. 5 points in the game. Kicks it to George to get back on track. It's rebounded by Houston. Magic leading by 22. Black passes to Houston. Now here's Carter, defended by Holmes. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Houston. Here's Black. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. Carter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Johnson. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento. Brogdon from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Houston. Banchero outside. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Brogdon. And it's Brogdon with the ball for the Wizards. Looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in. Brogdon's got 5.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Black, guarded by Brogdon. And Carroll with a screen on Brogdon. Here's Black. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Orlando ahead, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The Magic, 64.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. For the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Orlando Magic.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Wizards trail by 21. So for Orlando right now. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Joseph in at the point guard position. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Wagner. Orlando with the ball. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
Yeah, I like seeing Carter Jr. challenge the defense, and he's so good at drawing these fouls.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Orlando, Wendell Carter Jr. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside, and on the other end, he gets the job done using his size.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. The Wizards shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Poole outside. Pass to Carrington. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Poole. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Magic leading by 22. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Jordan Poole.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Carrington. Here's Sarr. He's checked by Carter. Smart for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Banchero. And he drops it in from the low post. Banchero's got 25 points.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Poole outside. Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 5. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And it looks like the pool is filling up in a hurry here. He's catching fire, and it's tough to put that one out.
All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Now here's Wagner. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Here's Banchero. Rebounded by Champagnie. For Washington, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Back to Poole. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. look now at the top rookie rebounders in the NBA. The fourth spot held by Alex Sarr.
Rebounding is a skill that can easily translate into the pro game. He had a reputation for being good on the boards, and he has certainly delivered on that.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Smart finds Poole. Here's Carrington. Back to Poole. 6 to shoot. For 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Smart for 3. Counted from distance. Smart has got 5.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Goga Bitadze.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Smart. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner outside. And here's Carter. Here's Joseph. 5 points in the game. Carter, a screen on Poole. Here's Joseph. The kick out to Banchero. Deflected! Here's Sarr. He's checked by Carter.
And Poole playing aggressive on the inside, just forcing the defense to come at him.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
First free throw is good.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Second free throw, no good. Magic leading by 22. Caldwell Pope with a drive. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
Used the speed and got to the lane to convert. KCP saw a sliver of daylight, and he took it.
Back to Smart. Going inside.
First personal foul.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for Washington, Marcus Smart taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And he makes both free throws. Orlando leading by 22. And Carroll with a screen on Smart. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Six on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Carrington. It's Poole on the wing. No good with a layup.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Joseph passes to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Carter. And Carroll with it. 27 points for him. No good that time. The Drive by Poole. Here's Sarr. And he slams it in one-handed.
Easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you right now. Look at those moves. You gotta dance like everyone's watching.
Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Poole. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Joseph. 5 points in the game. Banchero outside. Orlando again missing.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Champagnie. No points yet. Pass to Sarr. Now Holmes. He's checked by Carter. 5 to shoot. Holmes passes to Sarr. From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Outside Carter. Here's Black. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Carter. To win the cold spell. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Carter. Here's Black. Banchero outside. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Banchero's got 6 here in the quarter.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Here's Carrington. Three-pointer off the mark. Magic leading by 19. Here's Joseph. 5 points in the game. Pass to Carter. It's rebounded by Washington. Champagnie's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 6 points.
Yeah, I love seeing Sarr get a little more physical there inside.
Orlando's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Joseph. Picked by Carter. Here's Joseph. Launches a 3. Washington with a rebound. Holmes has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Washington shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. So for Washington, George comes in for Sarr, and Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Champagnie. Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And the free throw, no good. Magic leading by 15. Down low. Pass to Black. Wagner outside. Isaac with a screen on Brogdon. Wagner for 3. Drills it from deep. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
Outside Brogdon. Johnson on the wing. And another miss by Washington. Orlando has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Joseph. Back to Wagner. Basket counts. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
1:51 left in the third quarter. Back to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Wagner. 9 points in the game. Batase with a screen. Shoots from 12. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And Wagner is money from there.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Washington. Picked by Holmes. 17-foot shot on the way. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Brogdon's got 7 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Wagner. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Brogdon, the pass to Holmes.
Come get it, come get it.
Now Johnson. Here's Carrington. He's got 7. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic leading by 20. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yes, smooth pass there. Wagner can make the game look easy.
Here's Brogdon driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Brogdon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And so it's Orlando with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Saddiq Bey out there with George. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holmes in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Johnson. George, a screen on Anthony. From deep, Johnson hits the trifecta.
Now that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
A nice shot by Houston.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Washington with possession. Brogdon up top. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness, embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
And it's Washington with the ball. Orlando making their last shot. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. It's rebounded by Batase. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Houston. George defending. Banchero outside. From outside, off the mark. The Wizards have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Johnson passes to Brogdon. Pass to George. Brogdon with the ball. Working on Batase.
No problem getting a little bit physical. Brogdon's got a good, solid base build there and drew the contact.
First team foul. At the line for Washington, Malcolm Brogdon. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Joseph is checked in for Black.
And the veteran leadership Brogdon offers is tremendous. It's clear his younger teammates listen to what he has to say. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Brogdon, picked by Holmes. The 3 is up. Malcolm Brogdon, and that one's good. Brogdon's got 9 points now in the second half.
Hard to guess what Brogdon is going to do, but I love the control he plays with, especially in the screen and roll game.
Anthony, and that one is stuffed right through.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Left side, Brogdon. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Poole, he's checked in for Bay. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in.
Malcolm Brogdon.
And that one falls for Brogdon.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Anthony against Brogdon. Shot from 12. Anthony misses. The Wizards trail by 20. Down low. Here's George. And George with the jam.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Anthony. Banchero with a screen on Brogdon. Anthony finds Banchero. Count it. Banchero's got 31.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Brogdon. He's guarded by Anthony. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
The NBA so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best.
Here's Brogdon. The Magic making their last shot. George, a screen on Anthony. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Gets the 3 to fall. Brogdon's got 15 points here in the second half. Joseph passes to Isaac. Anthony against Brogdon. Releases from 15. Anthony misses.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. And good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
So it's Orlando now. The Wizards making their last shot. Pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.